Ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian Killet is about to continue the future. Hello everyone, it's me Sebastian Killet in 2026 and welcome to my channel. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the content. Nightmare Leafy, an evil version of Leafy from an alternate universe who used to be nice and kind, just like the real Leafy. Except her world's Fiery died of her world's announcer and deleted his name. And after her show ended in 2017, she was enraged at what the announcer, her world's golf ball and tennis balls, said to her. She attacked Dream Island, killing almost a half of the contestants and capturing some of her friends. When she brought her to her own lair somewhere in the multiverse, she gave them a second chance. If they were to live, they would have joined her. She gave them powers, and especially sinister smiles and purple eyes, and then soon they went from universe to universe, destroying universes and killing Leafys. And with each universe Nightmare Leafy destroys, makes her much stronger as a result. In 2023, she also went to Leafy X's universe and killed her world's Fiery, Icy Fiery, which in rage, she started to attack her, but she wasn't powerful enough. She managed to escape, but she was on her back and being followed. She managed to open the portal, but not when Nightmare Leafy went in the portal and they both landed in the Battle for Hotel universe. In episode 8, she got banished to the Shadow Realm by Tomato and Eleven. She was enraged and blasted an entire kaboom, killing her friends in it. She was all alone. For the past 5 months, Nightmare Leafy explored the Shadow Realm. Along the way, she met some evil demons, like the Scorpio Venator and the Giga that smiles, and especially one evil demon that she had never seen before. The creature in quested kinda looked like Sebe, except more demonic, with red eyes and white pupils. But that is a story for another day. In October 2023, she managed to get out the Shadow Realm while she saw a portal in front of her. She went inside the portal, but soon saw herself in a weird block universe. She was in Roblox. Along the way, Nightmare Leafy met the Devil Arrow and Evil Leafy. And if you guys are wondering, how did they actually met? That is a story for another day. But they did work together to destroy a universe, which makes the both of them stronger. Nightmare Leafy had a plan. She knows a place where they could strike and take over. The Happy Land Workshop, which was gonna come out in Roblox and called Haunted Workshop, but that was cancelled. So, it'll come out as a film, so stay tuned for that. They went in and then took over the place, making all the monsters of their own. Soon, Nightmare Leafy, Devil Arrow, and Evil Leafy took over the Happy Land Workshop, which is now called Haunted Workshop. However, people managed to escape and survive the Haunted Workshop, which hid rage of Nightmare Leafy. However, she did manage to kill half people. This went on for a year. On October 2024, she soon went to a realm called the Blast Realm, which she needed to take a break. When she was in that realm, she came across none other than Father Ed. And I don't mean the real Father Ed. I mean the Father Ed who's a glitch. A half of it escaped after Jay uses the machine on Father Ed. He told her if she would ever have to take over the multiverse, she would need some help from an army. They went back and told the others the plan to take over the multiverse. It did happen. However, the Haunted Workshop was crowded with villains. And now, Nightmare Leafy is about to get her revenge. on 11 and his contestants. She took over their universe, but however, Leafy X was enraged, and with the rescue of SpongeBob, 11, and Zero, Leafy X gave Nightmare Leafy a scar on the left side of her face. Later on, Nightmare Leafy confronted Leafy and the rest of her friends, and soon Nightmare Leafy's color scheme turned from light purple to a darker shade of purple. She was unstoppable than ever, but as she was about to finish off Leafy, 11 confronted up and attacked her, and got Leafy to get back up in her legs. The two spider cameras, Spider Camera 1 and Spider Camera 2, both got killed by Nightmare Leafy's army, Nightmare Pin and Bluey Nargi. When Leafy, Angel Arrow, Fiery, and 11 and the rest of their friends came to the haunted workshop, they were about to attack Nightmare Leafy's army. Leafy managed to get and to confront Nightmare Leafy, but to let the past go, but she refused. When Fiery from Leafy's universe appeared, Nightmare Leafy wasn't shocked and remembered Fiery what he looked like. He tried to tell her to let the past go as well, but she still refused. Just then, Nightmare Leafy grabbed something from Fiery's soul and appeared to be a weird-looking fireball like Fiery. Soon, Leafy and Fiery were chained up. Nightmare Leafy was about to store her staff called the Fire Staff, which would make her unstoppable than ever. The haunted workshop collapsed, but not before everyone managed to get out. Soon, a volcano appeared, as well as a castle, which gave room to all the villains. And soon, Nightmare Leafy unleashed her final form, a tail and two spike legs. Not spider legs, spike legs. And it made her much stronger as a result. Once Leafy and her friends managed to find the Leaf Staff, the Devil Arrow confronted them and was about to finish Leafy off. Bendy managed to sacrifice himself to save Leafy. Leafy was in sadness. Once that happened, she uses the Leaf Staff to get revenge on Nightmare Leafy. They were about to finish off together when Angel Arrow broke up the fight and tried to get them to apologize, but Nightmare Leafy refused. Leafy managed to hold Nightmare Leafy off while her friends went to find the souls. The fight was so devastated, it nearly destroyed the entire kingdom. Nightmare Leafy pinned Leafy to the ground and was about to finish her off. But as she was about to do it, Seba appeared and ripped off one of her spike legs. With anger, she was enraged, and she started to attack Seba. The fight was a few seconds. She managed to pin Seba to the ground and was about to blast him. But soon, Fiery appeared and pulled her back, and with the combined efforts of Leafy and Fiery, they managed to defeat Nightmare Leafy by getting her staff falling down into the volcano, and Leafy throwing Nightmare Leafy into the volcano, killing her for good. Now, as far as Leafy, Seba, and 11 goes, Nightmare Leafy is finally gone and dead for good. However, she has been in worse situations, and is a villain who is unstoppable is still unknown. And if the Fire Staff is no longer powerful, it would have been separated all the fires away from the staff. So there is still one chance that Seba, Leafy, and 11 hasn't seen the last of Nightmare Leafy, and that the Nightmare Leafy chaos is not over just yet.
Every single day I gotta clean up the kitchen. About to screaming at me saying scrub all of the dishes. And Bluey's a gremlin, he's the mother I live in. That's the reason why I quit, cause I just reached my limit. The struggle is real, I need a new job. I worked as a plumber and I once was a cop. I shot a black guy and I planted a gun by his leg.